So I'll show you guys the best part on the beaver to eat. This is, like, without a doubt my favorite part. It's this part here. I'll show you here. This part here. So I want this chunk of meat from behind the legs onto the tail. This whole chunk here. So like I said, this is like the ribeye of the water, huh? So take this off here. Just go underneath all the glands. You don't want to try and get any of that leaking on your good little roast here, but you just cut her up. And then right behind the legs here, this is a piece here you want. Start from this side here. My old buddy Wilfred told me that this was the best part. He always asked me, Andrew, if you get any beaver, bring me this part. I was like, why do you like that part? And he said, well, that's the best part of the beaver, don't you know that? And I was like, no. So I tried it out and he was right. This is, and there's a lot of meat on it too. A lot of meat. So from the tail up here, you know, there's a couple pounds of meat there. Trim that fat off and you actually do get enough for a meal there. So that's enough for one man meal pretty much. Throw a potato in there and it's good. You could smoke it, you could boil it, you could roast it, you could do whatever. So what I usually do, I usually cook this part and a chunk of the tail, because if you ate a whole tail there, like, it's so rich, you can't eat a whole tail, but just a little taste of it. So I usually cut it off. So we'll do that here. So about that much I usually like to use. Say that. Trim this off here. That, there you go. So now I got a roast and I got a nice chunk of beaver tail, real rich, real tasty. This will be for supper tonight. And of course, all the other pieces here, you got some rib bones here, some backbones. Some of this will get eaten, but Charlie likes this. Hey my boy, come here. I know you've been waiting for this. Have that, my boy. Enjoy. So the first thing we got to do for our beaver tail supper here, we got to boil it. Throw that in the water and just let that boil. I'll boil this here for a couple hours. Wash it up nice. We'll let that boil for a couple hours and then we'll go from there. Beaver tail's boiling nicely in there, boiling with a little bit of highs. So we'll just let her boil, man. The more it boils, the tenderer she'll be. Okay, our beaver has been boiling all afternoon now. And it's right falling apart good and tender, so this is what we want. So now I'll take this and I'll clean it up and I'll get rid of a lot of that fat in there. We don't need that. That's pretty rich stuff, huh? That'll go in Charlie's dish. That's a big chunk. So we'll just clean this up here a little bit. Look at that, just scrapes right off all that fat. A lot of fat on this beaver, big healthy beaver, huh? Now the tail part, this here, the skin here just comes off after it boils. Just like that. Look at that. Look at that, doesn't that just look like a roast? You know, I've cooked beaver meat for people before and they swear they cannot tell the difference from beef. I don't know what it is about this part of the tail here, but it does not taste like beaver. It tastes so different than the back straps or any meat off the hind quarter or the front quarter, huh? Like I said, I don't know what it is, but my old buddy Wilfred, that was his favorite part and he told me about it and I sure am happy he did because it's good. So, yeah. We'll get this here, now we'll barbecue this, we'll get her on the fire there. Just waiting for my water here for macaroni to boil, just about boiling. You know, you gotta love craft dinner. You could take craft dinner, you could mix it with anything, and it's still good. You know, like craft dinner and moose meat, my favorite. One of my favorites. Gotta love her, man. Good old KD. You want to use real craft dinner, real KD, not the imitation shit. Cheese that just ain't the same. Oh, that's falling apart just good. That tail is just about mushed out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A little soggy?
Well, yeah, she cooked for quite a while in there.
Yeah, it'd be a little beef, maybe you can pick out of the bone.
High seasoning salt. Gotta use this. So this goes on first. Don't be cheap with the highs. I was gonna put this in the smoker for a couple hours, but it's getting late and running out of time, so whatever. It'll get a little bit of taste from the smoke here, huh? So got some Bullseye barbecue sauce. My mom ain't here to make barbecue sauce, so we gotta cheap out and use the store-bought stuff, which is good. Barbecue sauce is good because it keeps your meat from drying out, and not only that, it tastes real good, huh? So we'll keep that on there. You want barbecue sauce on your tail?
Stick around there a little bit, sure. Saucy tail is good for it.
A little bit more sprinkle on this side here. Now this is already cooked, of course, because it's boiled all afternoon. So we're just going to brown it and get some of this barbecue sauce in it.
Smells good.
Oh yeah. Fucking standing in the fucking smoke. A little piece there. See, she's falling right off the meat. Falling right off the meat. That's the way we want her. Ugh, smoke in the eye. Okay, Charlie, Dad, supper's ready.
Oh, looks good.
Oh, it sure is. Don't call me old Chef Andrew for nothing. Come on, my boy. There you go, Charlie. Oh, you're lucky today. You sure been eating lots. Enjoy your supper, my boy. So there you go.
That dog eats better than a lot of people.
He sure does, that's right. So there you go. This is a damn good meal here. Craft dinner, beaver tail. How is it, Father?
Excellent. Like Tony Roma's.
Tony Roma's, huh?
Tony
Better!
Roma's, yeah.
Better than
Andy
Tony
Roma.
Roma's. Fuck, I should start my own restaurant, huh?
You should, yeah. You know, you could sell this shit in a restaurant.
Oh, fuck, for sure.
If people didn't know what they're eating, they'd be fighting for this.
Like I said, I could feed this to someone, they would not know the difference from beef. They would have no idea they're eating beaver meat. No idea at all.
Yeah, if you didn't know, look at the bones and know what it was, you'd have no idea.
Exactly. You know, if you slice that up, put it in a cold beef sandwich, here you go, cold beef, you would not notice a difference. That's good, man. So if you guys are ever wondering what beaver meat tastes like, it depends on how you cook it, what part of the beaver you're eating, and also what season it is. You know, so it's hard to explain. Some people cook them and you don't do it right, it just tastes like beaver. It tastes kind of like how they'd smell.
Bark.
Like bark, yes. Yeah, if you cook them just right, they're fucking just like beef, man, to perfection.
Bitter beef.
So, I've been eating beaver for a long time and I got her figured out, huh? Exactly like Father just said, better than beef. The tail is very rich. It's just like fat, huh? But it's got a different taste to it. It's very rich. There's a lot of meat on this tail part of the beaver, huh? A lot. Okay, guys, I'm gonna finish my supper, and I gotta get back to work after that. So, talk to you guys another day.